Hi, I'm Ryan Harrington, or RJ. I'm a senior at Paul College. I'm currently doing an internship as a project and research intern at Social Ventures Foundation. It's a great organization, and I can't say enough good things about the staff, my supervisor, Mark Blumenthal, and everyone that I've had the pleasure of working with, that I've had the pleasure of being in contact with, even though it's remote. So I report to Mark Blumenthal. As I said, he's the executive director. He's a character, for sure. Him and I, from what I can tell, get along famously. My responsibilities and tasks consist of basically anything that Mark needs me to do. Anything from researching and prospecting whoever that he needs me to find for whatever specific project, whether it's the head of corporate responsibility, social responsibility, public relations. Take that person, put their name in an Excel sheet, put down their number and their email, and then send out whatever letter that either I've written or Mark has written for me. Send it out to them, CC Mark. I've also recently been put in charge of social media marketing. I've been granted access to their Instagram page. I post memes relating to epic competition that we're putting on, social entrepreneurship, any events or Zoom calls that we have scheduled, presentations, competitions, labs. I keep all the followers up to date on those. I create content and I put it out at an appropriate time. Usually either 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock on weekdays, and on weekends somewhere around 2 to 3:30 is the optimal time to post. Social Ventures Foundation is dedicated to promoting sustainable and scalable social ventures that employ the poor to lift the livelihoods of the poor, basically creating social ventures at the bottom of the pyramid for them to operate. You could call it franchising. It's an easier way to look at it. They're currently doing work in Haiti to provide proof of concept to investors. They have a project called VICE, V''ice. Essentially, they employ people from Haiti, where basically they employ the poor to, sell these shaved ice cones that have vitamins, nutrients, proteins that those people just aren't getting. They sell them for pennies, nickels, dimes on the dollar. It's a fantastic thing, and I'm really seeing what Mark is trying to do. And in a nutshell, what they're doing is facilitating sustainable market creation at the bottom of the pyramid. Rather than what most people do, they put up hotels nearby impoverished areas, and that they hope that by employing the locals that the money trickles down, which, draw your own conclusions about that. So the organization itself is fairly small from what I could gather. Number of employees that I'm aware of is, I believe, 4. I guarantee there's more, but those are the people that I've met, the people that I've seen. Social Ventures Foundation is located at 104 Washington Street in Dover, New Hampshire. Right around the corner. I'd love to make an in-person visit someday, but doesn't seem entirely possible very soon, although I'm looking forward to getting to meet anybody in person at any point in the near future. What to say about Mark? Mark is an interesting guy, to say the least. He's very dedicated, he's very goal-oriented, and I've learned a substantial amount from him. And unless you learn to put your foot down, or so I've been told by a coworker of mine, Haley, he will give you all the responsibility and all the jobs that he can put on you, because he wants to get it done. And I can entirely respect that, and he's taught me very much. He's a bit eccentric, to say the least. You really get the feeling that he cares, and that's so important. I've learned that you have to genuinely care about what you're doing. It can't just be the end goal is X amount of money. I want to sit back and relax. Mark actually taught me that there's 2 types of entrepreneurs. There's a Ford and a Maserati type entrepreneur. A Ford is in it for the long haul. They're not in it for the dollar amounts. They're in it for the mileage. They're there to do the thing. They're not there for the fame of it, or the notoriety, or the financial benefits. They're there to accomplish something. Maserati people, on the other hand, are very much known for liking to appear that they try, to appear that they care, but in reality, they're only there for themselves and themselves alone. But look, I have a nice car. See how that serves you in life. That builds character, so Mark would say. I'd say in a nutshell, Mark cares about what he's doing. He cares about mentoring me. He cares about the people that work for him. And most of all, he's doing his part to save the world one step at a time. And I like to think that we all are in our own small way. He's very experienced. He's very motivated, charismatic, and I'm hoping to work for him after I graduate, if at all possible. 3 to 5 takeaways from my experience so far. Takeaway number 1, say what you mean and mean what you say. People can smell it on you if you're being disingenuous. And as someone who actively has tried for the past 21 years to be as genuine as possible, I think that cannot be more relevant. Takeaway number 2, always keep the ball rolling. Keep the ball in your court and never lose momentum. And if you do, land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Takeaway number 3, more is less. Can't tell you how many emails Mark has had me send out to gain fundraising, to get sponsors, to get feedback, to get any number of things. Takeaway number 4, nothing's gonna come to you in life. You have to be the one to knock on the doors, to make the tough phone calls, to email everybody who you think even might remotely help you get from A to B, to help you reach your goals and accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna wake you up at 6 in the morning. It's just you. And there's help, but you have to find the help. Mainly that it's important to know that you can rely on yourself and to be open to allowing yourself to rely on others as well. And to work harder than the other guy. And I'd say the most important thing that I learned was take inventory of yourself often. Find out the things that are working for you, the things that are working against you, and the things that you can improve upon. And if you do that consistently in your life, in your job, in your venture, in your work ethic, then you'll wake up a better version of yourself every day. I think that's it.